Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl, Coach Jay, and we are going to hop right into it. You have been called to be a leader, but you feel like you don't have what it takes to lead in the position you've been called to lead. And that's okay. A lot of times we are given an opportunity before we are yet ready for it, right? And it goes down to the saying, the biblical saying, where it talks about how, the Lord will qualify the call, meaning you don't have to be fully equipped to be called to a position that requires you to lead. But what you will have to do once you are in that position is get qualified, right? So I remember my experience in 2018 when I was giving an opportunity to lead in a position that I have never led in before. Okay, I had no prior experience. I had little to no support. I had no training coming into this position, yet alone I was completely new to the education field, and I was coming from healthcare. I was working at a call center in my small little cubicle for ENT and allergy. And here I was later on moving into the education field as a program director. So could you imagine how hard this transition must have been for me? Mind you, I didn't tell you the juicy part. This program was below average and needed to get above average that same year in order to get funded for the next 5 year. Now, if you ask me, if we had this conversation before all this happened, I would think that you would need some type of degree, you would need some type of past experience, you would have need some type of experience in leadership. You know how they be asking for 5 to 7 years experience in overseeing and director and all the things. I would think you would need those type of qualification in order to lead in a program directing position, overseeing after school with 7 staff and over 30 high school students. I'm just saying, I would think you would need some type of qualification, right? But here we was transitioning into a position with no prior experience. And the Lord was the one that opened this door for me. So first, I had to trust that He will be the one to get me through it. But second, I had to do the work to become the person that it took to get that program above average. Okay, in that same year, I had to change a few things that we're going to go through today. And one of them is, well, before we get to the identity, let's touch on just who you're being, right? How you're communicating, the way that you think, your attitude, then your identity. All of that is a part of your identity and how you're showing up to the space and whether you're able to get the job done or not. And if you even believe that you can do it, right? So there was different levels that I had to go through in this time frame in order for me to transition into the person that it required in order to move this program up the ladder, right? Okay, so let's go into, so we just talked a little about being able to, not having no leadership experience and doing that transition from where you are to who you need to be in order for the program to succeed. So if that is you, if you feel like you have entered into a new position, whatever that may look like, whether it's on your job, whether it's somewhere in your small business, whether it's entering, starting a business or starting a team in your business, whatever that may look like, that, where you are moving into a new experience that requires something new of you, I need you to do some journaling for me, okay? And the first action step that I want to give you guys is to journal, who have I been, right? And then do a little squibbly line on your paper. And then I want you to write down, who do I need to be if I want to succeed? Let me say that one more time. Who have I been, a little squibbly line, and who do I need to be if I want to succeed? So that is your first action step that we're going to go into. But let's move right along. I want to jump into now the second thing and why new leaders may doubt themselves, right? And the second one is the pressure to prove yourself. Now, I know We all been there, and as we continue to climb our ladders and reach for the sky, we will continue to go through this phase at some level of capacity. But when you understand it and you are self-aware that this is what you are currently dealing with, then you are able to better navigate it, which becomes a little bit more healthy, right? So if you are dealing with the pressure to prove yourself, well, first, how do you know that you're dealing with the pressure to prove yourself? Well, one, you're over functioning. You don't even have an opportunity to be your true authentic self because you're over functioning, trying to people please everyone, to trying to show the job or whoever else that they have made the right decision and chose the right person. And if I can just encourage you for a minute, if you got the job, then you're already the right person. You already have what it takes to do it. Now we just need you to do it in your true authentic self, right? Because what's some of the things where we go wrong when it comes to trying to prove ourselves in an unhealthy way where we're over functioning is it leads to well, one, overthinking. You start overthinking and second guessing who you are and your own capabilities, right? Another thing, what happens is burnout. You burn out quickly before you could even really show them who you are and what you're able to do because you've been over functioning in certain areas that honestly you should have no business even entertaining, right? So be very mindful of, am I operating in a space where I'm doing more of trying to people please than I'm actually showing up and doing what I know I can do, what I am capable of doing, right? So take some time. That's your second action steps, is to take some time and reflect and ask yourself, am I over functioning in this space too much where it is actually hurting me than moving me forward, right? It is actually hindering me than allowing me to grow into the person that is capable of doing this job, right? So that's your second action step. And then thirdly, why some new leaders may doubt themselves is the identity shift, right? We spoke a little bit about that, but let's really go a little bit deeper into the identity shift. If we want to be honest, every new level will require a new you. Can I say that again? Every new level will require a new you. What got you to that next level will not help you get through it. You are going to have to become a new person. You are going to have to shift your mindset a little bit, right? You are going to have to shift your perspective a little bit. You are going to have to shift the way you communicate a little bit. You're going to have to shift your attitude just a little bit, right? There's some things that's going to need a little bit of shifting in order to get you through that next level of where you are at. So, your third action step, take some time and write down, going back to the beginning, what we talked about, who have I been being and what is required of me, right? And in that, I want you to write down, what do I need to help me fill this gap? That's really the third homework, the actionable step item is that third piece right there, the gap. What do I need to help me to get from where I am to who I need to be? I don't know if that's a coach for you. I don't know if that's a mentor for you. I don't know if that's taking some programs, going to a conference, reading some books. I don't know what it may look like, but I will tell you that it's going to require some tools, some resource, something, because you can't get yourself to that next level. You haven't been there yet. You don't know what it looks like. You're not equipped or knowledgeable to get yourself there. So you're going to need some help, right? Some tools, some resources to help mold you in a way that you are able to now get through, right? And succeed on the level and where you are. So that's your third action step, right? And then after that, I need you to move. I need you to move. I need you to do something. So I want to close us out right now. If you are in a space where you know, I am tired of trying to figure this out on my own. I've tried it my way and it is still not working. I need help. I need a coach. I need a mentor. Then I need you to do me a favor and I need you to write in the comments, link please. That's it. Link please. You don't got to say nothing else. Nothing else. Link please. And I promise you, I will share you my coaching call. The first coaching call is free, right? So we can see if we are a good fit for each other and how I can support you, even how you can support me on my journey, right? As well, I definitely believe coaching is not and mentoring is not just a one-way street, but it is a two-way street. And I'm all about building together as a team and as a community. So if you are ready to build and work with somebody who is knowledgeable, who has been where you are, who has succeeded and gone to new heights, then you know what to do. Link, please. All right, that's my time. Like, comment, and share this with anybody that you know that needs to get this information. And I am truly, truly wishing you much success on your journey. Stay tuned until next time.